Our family started the oyster company back in 1899.
Our family was always centered around our grandfather.
My grandfather was like the white-collar oysterman. He's just sitting there shucking a bunch of oysters in his suit and tie. The business went dormant for about 10 years after my grandfather's death.
In '02, the leases in our family were running out. Our fathers was like, hey, if you guys want to take this over, you pay for it and it's all yours. We knew absolutely zero about oyster farming. We were just all about family history and everything, so we said, sure, we'll take it. Paid for it. Then we were like, what are we going to do with it?
Yeah.
The Chesapeake is the Napa Valley for oysters.
I mean, you've got this perfect mix of the ocean coming in and all the freshwater streams coming from the Blue Ridge Mountain down.
The flavor is very different than traditional half shell.
It's a really sweet, low salinity oyster.
When we actually began this, no one was carrying Chesapeake oysters on their menu. We had dreams of bringing the Chesapeake oyster back on the map.
We learned about oyster farming just by Googling. We had the history with our grandfather, but all the techniques were lost, and we came to this fresh. We want to showcase how simple of a process this is. It goes from starting our seed in the oyster house to the upwellers that float right next to it, to then just putting them in cages and putting them out on the grounds for a couple years, and then being able to process them right through the oyster house again, trying to get it as fast as possible to the plate.
We wanted to have our farm be a place that people could come and taste our different oysters that we have, kind of like a winery does at a vineyard. So we opened up Merriwar Tasting Room. Now we've got 3 restaurants and probably now 120 people that we're employing. Starting out, we were sending out 300 oysters a week to New York City. We thought we hit the jackpot. Now we're at 110,000 per week.
Well, we started this out of nostalgia. I mean, we continue it out of the hope that our kids will be able to step up and take this on and change it all around just like we did.